Back when I was a bachelor, I had two roommates. One was Kevin, and the other, she was named Ziggy. She was my dog. Now, if you knew one thing about Ziggy, it was that she liked to play bird. By bird, I mean... And she would get this bird and squeak it at your feet until you threw it. And if you didn't throw it, you heard the squeak forever and ever and ever. Because one other thing about Ziggy was she had great patience, and more than one person tried to outlast Ziggy and the bird, but they always succumbed and they threw it. And she would bring it back, happy as can be. Now Kevin, if there's one thing you know about Kevin, is to Kevin, many things were stupid. Like if his car didn't start in the morning, well, you could hear him going, "Stupid car!" Or if the toaster burnt his bread, it would be, "Stupid toaster!" We worked in construction together, and more than once a day I would hear him saying, "Stupid screw gun!" Now Ziggy and Kevin did not really get along too well. They shared an apartment, but there was a little friction there. And a lot of it was because see, Ziggy didn't usually bother me with the bird unless I was the only one there. If there was always somebody else, she naturally thought that visitors would appreciate playing bird, and being the host that she was, she would play with our guests. Now, since Ziggy and I lived together before Kevin moved in, she naturally thought Kevin was always a guest. So every night, I'd be reading and watching TV. Kevin would be watching Dukes of Hazzard, and Ziggy would be at his feet. Kevin would go, "I'm not throwing that stupid bird." And Ziggy would keep on, knowing that sooner or later he would. "I'm not throwing that stupid bird." One night he took the stupid bird, ripped it out of Ziggy's mouth, and put it on a high shelf. And the squeaking stopped. Kevin went back to watching Dukes of Hazzard, and Ziggy came over to me, sad and dejected and birdless. Kevin's bedroom was down the hall from the bedroom I had, and Ziggy would sleep on the foot of my bed. And that night, I was awakened by Ziggy jumping down and going somewhere, and a minute or two later, she came back, jumped back in bed, and I went back to sleep. As I was falling back to sleep, I could have swore I heard Ziggy go, but then again, I might have been dreaming. As I said, Kevin and I, we both worked in construction, and he always got up before me because he liked to get to work on time, and I didn't really care. So the next morning, I was awakened again, this time by Kevin, and I heard this, "Stupid dog!" And then I heard Ziggy go, because I realized that Kevin had stepped in Ziggy's business. That night we were again gathered around the TV. Kevin was watching the A-Team. I was reading a book, and Ziggy was at Kevin's feet. Surely Kevin would throw the bird tonight. But he didn't. Once again, he took the bird from Ziggy and put it high on the shelf. And the squeaking stopped. And Ziggy came over to me, sad and dejected. She thought for sure Kevin would play bird with her tonight. The next morning, I was again awakened by Kevin. Oh, stupid dog! And I heard Ziggy go. Every dog has her day. Or two.